Welcome back to the channel. Today, let's talk about dating. Boom. Probably a subject that a lot of people have talked about, I guess, through the internet. I feel like in my generation, mid 20s, just a very tough, turbulent time for people to really navigate. And I just find it fascinating as time goes on and on. Um, I've been talking with a friend about this, and it's interesting seeing how we think leading up to the election and even after it, we're kind of seeing some changes in the dating landscape in regards to like liberal versus conservative. You know, there's a study that was out that more than 60 or 7 in every 10 women are liberal, where men are kind of leaning more to the right on average, especially in the 20s category, maybe early 30s. I don't know. I know for 20s for sure. And just leading to a lot of division in dating. Because if there's two different ideologies, and if modern politics, at least in the U.S., are very di- uh, diversive or just very like intense, heated, and people can't come to a mutual understanding, it's just this lack of connection. And I don't think anyone, like most people, I feel like are mostly moderate for that. I like to think, but from my experience in dating apps, I remember if I even put someone as moderate or conservative, I've tested with both. Like, I would get like railed on some questions, and it was like there's just no gray area. Like, if I would go here, like I couldn't explain myself, or whatever, boom, gone, you're out. Replace you with the next, and yeah, it's crazy because didn't think by 27 I'd just be like, wow, is the juice worth the squeeze? I'm finding more and more, at least with men that are single, uh, it's like hit or miss. Some people are like, wow, it worked out well for them. But I feel like that's very rare nowadays. And it's tough because I try to go with an honest angle of just being real with someone because, time's short. Got no time for that BS. Like, I want to be upfront with someone, not in a disrespectful way, but like in an honest, genuine, sincere way to where like both parties can walk away and, it was good interaction. Whether if the outcome was good or bad in terms of led to a date or a girlfriend or, I met someone, got to know him, just didn't work out. We had no chemistry. Now, times more than ever, it doesn't even get to that point now. And I think some men, they'll get very bitter about this and they'll go like the black pill route or looks only matter, you're screwed, da 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 da. And it's just such a defeatist mindset that I've read some comments before where it's just like, really, that's you're not gonna have any gray area. Like this is the truth of life. There's like 12 different ideologies I've learned where I'm like, okay, I can see some truth to that and this and that one. And when you pigeonhole yourself to like one ideology, I think that's a huge reflection of your ego and how you're just not open to other ideas or possibilities. And from what I've gathered, at least from personal experience, and I can't blame women for this, but they can be very selective and they have the luxury to, but it's different because with men, it's more like you're going to 100 doors and maybe 3 of them open, while the other 100 you walk through them, or let me rephrase that. There's 100 doors, 50 of them open, and the other 50 don't. I guess to simplify this. The 50 that you do open, 40 close on you. Because maybe you got their number, you got to know them, and then like they were interested, or they ghosted you, da da da. And then you go through another set of doors, and then maybe you get a date, then they flake, and then you're down to like 5 doors, and then you're like, okay, and then you go through the dates there, and then you realize 4 of them you didn't really get a connection, and that was it. Like, oh, I had a date recently where it was just like, okay, like this, it was through a dating app, mind you, so that was kind of my last, like, I'm done with these. That was the final nail in the coffin. I'm like, I am so done with these, dude. They do not work like they did when I was 18 to 23. And the fact I'm like got no Hinge now and they just indiscriminately ban people, Bumble and Tinder, absolute wasteland. Waste of time. Anyone watching this, huge waste of time. I'm getting fired up right now because I'm just like thinking back of like, wow, this was just time I can't get back. Time is the most precious resource you have in this life. No one, don't let anyone tell you different. Money, property, whatever, uh, material things, like you can get more of that or find it somewhere in your life. Time you will never get back. This is the youngest you'll ever be today, and you not to like have a sense of urgency, but you know, maybe care about your time a little bit more. Some people just give it away like it means nothing. It's just like a finite currency. It's like, oh, you can waste my time here, you can waste my time here, da da da. And like I don't like my time being wasted at all. That pisses me off to no end, and I get very annoyed when people try to waste my time without it being in a joking manner. Like I'm a very blunt, straight to the point person. So if you're doing that kind of stuff with me, it kind of rubs me the wrong way, to be perfectly honest with you. And I'm trying to regain my thought here where I was going with this. Back to dating, yes. So, and then it goes down to that one girl, I forgot. And it's like, okay, you get through all the steps, and then maybe you get to know them a little bit more, and it doesn't work out. Then you're off the list. In my opinion, as a guy, like I am so middle of the pack. Like I'll be seen, and then sometimes I won't. Then I'll get really bad like behavior. I'm like, okay, this is a bullet dodge. Like they just dismissed me like was nothing to them. Like, cool, that's a great feeling. Like, thanks for being nice and kind about it. Just say you're not interested and move on. But I guess girls, it's better in their incentive to ghost or not entertain, because some guys will just go batshit crazy, ruin it for the rest of us, and then do some heinous things. So I don't really blame them. I don't really come from a place of hate on here. I want to make that perfectly clear. I'm just trying to understand the game better, or the playing field, to navigate it, because I just feel like it's exponentially changing to even the stuff I talked about maybe 8 months ago doesn't really apply now, or maybe some pieces here and there. But like it is, you know, sacrificing your time and peace for someone that is just not a complete catch. You want to make sure with a life partner, like at this point, I'm looking for a significant other, not a girlfriend, not like da da da. Like I want someone that's a ride or die, like is, makes I improve their life, they improve, like just overall across the board good stuff. And not even saying like negative things won't happen, but I'm definitely more selective and picky now than I was 3 years ago, when I was driven by lust or trying to fit in with people and, dating and seeing people. Like looking back, I laugh now. I'm like, I can't believe I did that meaningless crap. All I could do now is do better today, but I'm trying to share these experiences so that people that do see this, it's like, don't do what I did in the regards of like trying to, casually hook up, or I don't know, just waste people's times or lead them astray and just like spread pain. It wasn't like I was emotionally causing pain. It was just like, I would hook up and it would feel empty, and then I would be like, oh, I want this, I want that. And then like deep down in my conscience, I was like, no, I don't truly want that. I just want some of this. And then like this occurred like 4 years ago with a girl I was dating, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this again. Like I totally was just kind of in the moment for the casual physical intimacy with her, but I never really wanted to make her my girlfriend. And when I learned back from that experience, I wasted her time. And, now I learned from that, and I can sit down and have an honest conversation with myself about this and be like, you know what? Hope other people don't do this. Because now I go out there and it's like I'm a completely different person about how I navigate these things. And it's just a shame that some people around my age, or maybe even like 2 or 3 years younger, could be so immature and just like not upfront. So, yeah, it's like a battlefield out there. There's a lot of mines, and you just gotta navigate it. And interesting time for sure, especially for my single homies out there that kind of have conversations about this. It's just we have nothing really to reflect back on this, because with dating apps and social media and stuff, we have nothing to look back on as a reference point. Like, this is how it is. Learn it or get left behind, or you'll just be like wading water, just like totally lost on how to navigate things. So, I think that's about it today for me. Have a good rest of your day. Catch y'all later in the next video.